No surrender! No surrender! There will be one tribe! One king!
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the first part of this Let's Play Total War Three Kingdoms! Well, now that the Nan Man DLC is very shortly being released, I have been once again given early access by Creative Assembly, which I am very thankful for, to bring this to you pre-release, so you can make up your minds whether you want to buy this DLC or you want to leave it at the wayside, which I'm very happy about. Yes, once again, before we get into the nitty-gritty, I just want to remind everyone that this is a pre-release build. So, there's still finishing touches to be done to the game, especially on balance. As I say, before we start these new pre-release campaign previews, so to speak, that I just always want to make sure you are well aware of that going in. So if something doesn't seem quite right, chances are it's not quite right and it's getting worked on. Okay, with that all done and said, let's get in and go to new game. We'll take a quick look at everything that is new. No new starting date. The new characters are for 190 and 194 CE. They're not in the Mandate of Heaven, I don't think. Yeah, they're not in the Mandate of Heaven.
Yet he will fight all the
Apart from one of them might be. No, there's not. Right. So here we are. Let's take a look. Shiji is one of the new DLC characters. Sachet, okay. But we're going to be playing as, I'll pronounce them the way I'm... You mind, game? Right, game? Shh. I'm going to pronounce them, at least for now, the way I'm comfortable pronouncing them, which is wrong. It's just the way Dynasty Warriors taught me, which was a Meng Huo. But I'm sure we'll hear how you're meant to pronounce it in a second.
Destiny calls to those with the power to answer.
Meng Huo.
There it is. Meng Huo. Meng Huo.
And his enemies an unending, merciless rage.
Meng Huo. We're gonna need to try and pronounce it that way, even though I know I'm gonna be epic fail. But yes, faction character Meng Huo, or Daddy Meng, is what I'm probably gonna end up calling him, is the main character for this DLC in the kind of way, kind of like how where is he? Yellow turbans. Where's Yellow Turbans? Why can I not see Yellow Turbans? Yeah, but not those Yellow Turbans. There he is! Zhang Zhu. I thought he was unavailable at this stage, which is why I was looking down here, but I couldn't see him for being blind. You know, like Zhang Zhu was the main character for the... Main character is the wrong term, you know what I'm trying to say. They're like, more like the leader. But again, it's not really a leader in this situation because it's going to unite the tribes. And it's not right to say the historical character that done so either, because I don't know if it was just in the Three Kingdoms books or historically he did unite them, because the Three Kingdoms books obviously not historical, it's more like fiction with historic setting and names. So yes, you know what I'm getting at here though, hopefully, and I'm going to stop rambling, stop wasting time, because we all want to jump in and see what else. Like, obviously this is a very unique faction. We've got elephants, we've got a very unique characters and heroes. Let's unite the tribes! Oh, wait, I just want to make sure. Options, are we on very hard, very hard? Yes, we are. Good. Unite the tribes.
To rule is no one's right. must be earned. In the south, at the far tips of the hand's grasp, defiant tribes slip through the Empire's fingers. Their independence both drives and divides them. Only strength and purpose
Fire waifu.
bind them together. Strength of the beast. Strength of the tribe. Strength of the will. United as one, the Nan Man would be a power to contend with the Empire. Yet fractured, they will fall. A leader must rise. Who amongst them has the strength to unite and rule? The land calls to the Nan Man. How they answer will determine the future of all.
That's very, very nice. So yeah, you can see there, all their units look very unique.
That which was solid now shifts and crumbles. The mighty Han Empire begins to fall. And those on its southern edges watch with great interest as their would-be oppressors begin to come apart.
Loading. The old loading, right. I'll use this time to have a quick talk then. I was wondering if there's going to be more. She's probably going to go to frame 2 in a second and start talking again. But yes, one of the reasons I'm really liking the looks of this DLC, I've obviously not had enough chance to actually play it and give a proper opinion yet, but I really like the look of this DLC because it adds more variety to the campaign and adds a lot of variety. Shogun 2 is probably one of my favourite Total Wars to date, but there is a very good reason why, even though it's one of my favourites, it's got my lowest hours played, and that's because it's monoculture. The biggest variety in the faction was a unique unit which looked identical to the base unit. It just had a tiny negligible stat increase that didn't matter most of the time, and didn't matter at all if you were playing on the harder difficulties where the AI got buffs, because their buffs were more, like, even though you were meant to have the good version of this unit, your unit was still losing to the regular one because the AI had their insane stat buffs, and yeah. You just get where I'm going with this. At least I think the AI had the insane stat buffs Shogun 2. I can barely remember, it's been that long since I played Shogun 2. I'm pretty sure all Total Wars have had that, so it's been a while anyway, that's for sure. This is adding, like, Three Kingdoms Total War was pretty damn close to being really, really bland in that regard compared to, like, Warhammer, especially compared to Warhammer. The Yellow Turbans did bring it back a wee bit. The unique characters did bring it back a wee bit. And the focus on characters did bring it back a wee bit.
Nan Man peoples, native powers.
Be quiet. Oh, she's going to talk here anyway.
Meng Huo,
I'll finish my thing in a
the
second.
world is falling to disorder, and you are thrust into the center of it all. There is danger and much opportunity to be found. With your wits and your might, you must carve a path through this and to the future. There will be a time for kindness, but you must suffer no opposition. The tribes of the Jianning align against you. They may be a fitting demonstration of your resolve. There is only one option. You must crush them and scatter them to the winds. But then the other tribes must be brought in line by using all of your resources and skills. As traitors must die, so too must friends be welcomed. Lady Jurong, for instance,
Fire
is a
waifu!
fierce and able fighter. She would be a powerful ally, or a fierce foe.
No, she's gonna be an ally.
You have wealth and power.
She's gonna be more than an
as well as a
ally.
convincing nature.
She's fire
You
waifu.
must begin work at once. The world moves quickly in such dangerous times, Meng Huo. And the world cannot wait over long for your righteous leadership.
Yes, right, back to the point I was making. I can't remember exactly where I left off, but what I'm gonna get to the point of what I want you to say though is this faction is very different from the base faction and base factions in this game. There's a map expansion to go along with them. They are way they grow and you unlock new units and get new faction-wide buffs is very unique. We've not seen anything like it, even in Total War Warhammer, which is surprising because most they've at least had something similar to most things they're doing post Total War Warhammer in Total War Warhammer, because there's just that much variety in there. It's hard to find something unique and different. Though I do feel that the way the Nan Men work could have worked really well with the Orcs. Could have worked really well with the Orcs. And maybe this was a Orc idea that got put on the shelf and then they've brought back for the Nan Men. And it is basically the tribes uniting is how you unlock new units. It's how you do a lot of stuff. I'll just open up the tribal fealties here. We've got Daddy Meng in the middle. He's the head tribe as I'm describing it. Then you've got these greater tribes, which is where all the other playable characters fall into. You've got Shamok there, Mulu, and Fire Waifu. Then you've got the lesser tribes, which are lesser tribes. So the lesser tribes, greater tribes, Daddy Meng. And they all have their own unique things. Like if we take a look, one of our unique things here, we can see all of them just here. 10 prestige, 1 available army, 10 research rate, 1 tribal council position, unlock Nangzong champion unit, unlock Nangzong spearman unit, unlock Nangzong elephants available for recruitment, but only 2 faction wide, and then 5 diplomatic relations penalty with the Han. And we'll just take a quick look at Fire Waifu, because it's probably going to be one of the ones we're getting ASAP, but through diplomacy. 10 prestige, 1 available army, 10 research, 1 available tribal council position, unlocks the following unit, followers of the flame, unlocks tiger warriors, 1 unit faction wide, tiger slingers, 2 units faction wide. And where's these guys are the guys we're at war with, I think. They're lesser tribes, so they don't give anywhere near as much. 5 prestige, 5 research rate, 15 melee damage faction wide. That is actually quite big, we want that ASAP. The 15 melee % damage. Oh, that's beautiful. Income from commerce. You can see, yeah, there's lots of really juicy ways, and it's sort of uniting the tribes. It gives a very unique sort of feel. Gives you a strong desire to confederate these guys into you, because it is literally enacting the 2 people coming together and each bringing what they're good at to the party. And I love the fact that you get additional army slots. And that's sort of representing the fact that you've got 2 tribes you're in control of now, for example, and can field that extra army, you've got the extra manpower. It's a really nice way of simulating it, actually, I find. So I'm really liking the look of this, and I've only had a chance to try it out a little tiny bit, obviously, but my initial impression is I like it. We've got unassigned minstrel position. We've only got the 1 general there. We're not going to put anyone into this yet. Let's just take a look. Now, one of the other things I want to point out is unique to these guys. We'll come in here. We'll just get this unique stuff out the way ASAP. Obviously, there's a lot of unique units and stuff like that. But more like the faction uniqueness I want to take a look at here. The way they do leveling up is also being completely redone in this. And I actually quite like this way. It is very unique and adds a lot of flavour to them. I was trying to think of a good way to word it. But basically, whenever you level up, you get to put a point into whatever stat you like. And it's 10, and it's quite a big stat increase. It is quite a hefty stat increase. But they also start rather on the low side for almost everything. If we go to this guy, a more generic guy, you can see they start really on the low end. They don't special in anything. He's got quite a bit of cunning because he's got a good novice captain getting 10 expertise and 20 cunning. So the expertise should only be about 50. And the cunning should only be about 50. You see, everything's roughly 50, apart from authority is only 30, for this rather generic novice captain. So you can see, yeah, they don't conform into the characters of the other ones. Like, you've got the strategist, which is the blue, you've got the champions, you've got the I can't remember all the names, the commanders. You don't have those roles with this faction. You sort of pick and choose the way you want to build them here. But you may be saying, but the other factions may not get as much to their actual pure raw stat, but they get little perks, and the perks are often more important than the actual stat increase. And yes, I agree with that. But where do they get their little perks? In these things down here. These are things that the character it does in their life, more like their progression. It makes sort of more sense for it to be done this way. For example, this one here, Butcher. When you kill 300 enemies in battle, single hand, like on your own, you kill 300 enemies, you get 10% to your melee armor piercing damage. That is the perk. And then when you get to 600 kills, you get 20% extra melee damage. And when you get to 900 kills, you get the 30% extra melee armor piercing damage. And that is the perk. So you don't need to level up to unlock these. You could have them all at level 1, though I don't know how on earth you're going to avoid getting the experience to level up. But, so technically it is impossible, but you know what I'm saying. If there was some sort of way to unlock all this without getting experience, or to do all these things without getting experience, you could be level 1 and have all of these perks. There is quite a few good ones I really like in here, like melee attack rate plus 10%. Sounds like it'd go really well with this one. This one isn't a tiered one, it's just you get it, and then that's it. These ones at the top are the tiered ones, at least from what I've seen. But yes, and you can pin these missions over here, and you can try and unlock them, and it gives me reasons to want to use my characters more. And you know what I mean, you want to try and get your characters actually getting kills, so and all these things, and you want to, yeah, I really like this. And obviously again, it's just my initial impression is I really like it because we've not had a chance to really dive in and take a look at it yet. So right, now that we've quickly wasted, oh wow, we're nearly 20 minutes in and we've not actually technically played yet, so let's get in and really start playing. Just take a quick look at what we've got. Okay. This is one of the things that I found disappointing about this so far, is that this army here only has the 2 units of Nan-Man warriors to go with their leader here. But I suspect that, remember earlier on how I was like, the balance and that's not quite there yet? I suspect that this is not the final balance that is intended. Maybe it is because he's an easy faction start. So maybe they want this to be like really easy, but I'd wish he had just had a wee bit more here. Like, it's not even worth this being the battle for me showing off like the elephants and all the new units. I'm just going to auto-resolve this, and then the settlement battle at least add a little bit of an extra hurdle, because there'll be 4, unless they've changed that, unless that's been balanced more, there'll be 4 units and they'll have the settlement towers, so at least that'll give them a wee bit of teeth.
Follow your desires, and victory will come.
Yeah, not even any real losses. That is a bug I noticed earlier. I was wondering if they'd fixed it in the patch that came out this yesterday for me, but they mustn't have. I seem to be getting a I'll show you them in a second. We'll just take, you know what,
Run back to your masters.
money important early on for me when I was testing out this campaign earlier.
Side by side. Your
Yes. Right, now let's take a quick look. I forgot to take a look at these incinerators and that as well. We got a merchant, a trader. Yeah, the twin. We'll talk about that in a second. Right. So, we'll go to weapons. You can see here now, I've got a second one of these, which this has got to be a bug, which I'm hoping they'll have fixed for the final release. So you probably won't see this. I don't know 100% for sure, obviously, especially because I don't work at CA. But yeah, these are the Nanman version of the basic grey weapons that you can give people no matter what. Like you've always got them. You've always got them. But I have noticed I seem to be getting them as a reward, like at the end of battles, even when the enemy characters don't have them. There is some sort of bug there. I think it's because they are new items and the game's not realising they're the ones not to hand out yet. You know, I know what I'm trying to say, I just don't think I could think of a good way to word it in layman terms. Hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. Right, so anyway, cunning. Trade influence if this is a leader. Wait. Is faction heir included in that? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure my brother over here is the faction heir, isn't he? Wrong one. Meng Huo. That you? That is you. You're gonna have this to give me the trade influence. That's just a lesser extent of the same thing. I suppose we could equip that with you, but I'll swap it out to something better at some point. Right, 6 instinct for you. Let's give you this little instinct buff. Right. Next turn we'll attack that settlement and we'll get a little battle for yous. Right, how do I want to spend my money? Right, we do have some good land coming up. Copper, Spice Market and Iron Mine. So we will be making a lot from industry. But we'll also be making a lot from money and a little bit of a public order boost. Never could hurt either, so let's get that building down. Okay, we do have one last thing to look at that's unique to this faction, and that is their version of the research tree, which is this here, and they've got specific ones that you can see here. It's shown me that this is mutually exclusive with that one, that's why the other one breaks. And then it is doing a buff to it works well. No, it works with this one to make this one stronger. Oh no, to unlock this one. Yeah, you need to have 2
There is barely anybody
of those 2 to unlock that one. You can always get this one. And these 2 are going to be mutually exclusive as well, because you can't have 2 on this side and 2 on that side, because there is only 3, so you're going to need to work out, like, you may always want that one, but if you're wanting that, that means it's going to force you into that one and that one. See what I'm trying to say? So there is quite a bit of uniqueness here. Other than that, it's very similar to the Yellow Turban one, but just turned. If you get what I mean, so you were coming down instead of coming along. And the way you unlock your new stuff is different too, but it's, you know what I'm trying to say there, it's like the free, not trees, but more like lanes of research. Free lanes is probably a good way to describe it. Right, we're going to run out of time if oh wait, I forgot, yeah, we've got to choose the first one. Elephant taming, research, will give us a free elephant mount, which my initial thought was that's going to go to Daddy Meng. No questions. Daddy Meng gets the big elephant mount. But then I thought that might be a bit of a waste on him. Because, but then, I don't know. So I thought maybe we'll give it to a weaker character, then the elephant will make the weaker character strong. But maybe it's a force multiplier kind of situation, where a strong character with the elephant will become greater than the sum of its parts. I don't know. I don't know. I just seen a fire waifu message. We need to check what it is. She confederated the Yunnan tribes. Good for her, because that means when I confederate her, I'm pretty sure that I get their stuff too. Good fire waifu. Right. In case you're wondering why I'm calling Fire Waifu, I was going to call her a real name, and I'm like, no, I'm going to stick to it. She's Fire Waifu. And the reason we're calling Fire Waifu, is at least in the Three Kingdoms books, our character and her character had a very strong relationship. And they worked together almost all the time. And so that is going to be, like, forget uniting the tribes. Our initial goal is to get our Fire Waifu, okay? And obviously she's a playable character herself. They'd be great in a co-op campaign, actually. Because she's a playable character herself, she has a lot of like really powerful units and unique stuff in here that we talked about earlier, and that'll really sort of propel our campaign forward, being able to get all that stuff. Right. I've been rambling way too much. Let's say, still this battle is a bit too on the tedious side, but I really want to show off these units in the first part. So, I'll see you all in a second. Right. Everyone, let's get this show on the road. So, we got a little basic settlement. It's the same. I've seen the settlement layout before. It's nothing new. How do I want to tackle? Because I want to minimize my archer tower damage. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that tower covers... This one doesn't, but that tower covers this one too. But only to, like, there. So no matter where I go, I'm going to get 2 in my face right off the bat. So I think I'm just going to beeline it into this one. So, first of all, let's take a look at the elephant in the room. Yes. Probably the most powerful unit in the game now. Not including Lu Bu himself. The Nanzong elephants. Not only is this an insanely powerful when used right, killing machine of a unit, there's also war drums on the back to buff everyone in a large area around them. Does it show me? Look at that. I can make everyone immune to... Look, my whole army fits inside this right now. I can make my whole army at the moment immune to fatigue and 15% extra speed. I think that'll be... Like, that'll be near the end of a battle. Or, I can give them extra damage. Or, I can give them melee evasion and morale. Which will be good if you're on the back foot. And you're just trying to... That'll be good. Like, or you're the nearby anvil and the hammer's on the way. So, yes. Like, this unit... I've had this unit get, like... When I was testing it out yesterday and earlier, I had this unit get like 700-800 kills in battles where every other unit was getting like 40. I was just like, oh! Great unit, great unit. Costs an arm and a leg though. I think it's like nearly 4. I think it's 440 upkeep. And that is basic before you started including like the extensions to that from other armies and all sorts. Right, what else do we need to look at now that we've looked at the elephant in the room? Let's take a look at our elite infantry unit we've got. The Nanzong champions with the bamboo armor. I was hoping for a bit better. That's a bit better lighting, isn't it? Right.
The time has come.
Then our basic Nanman warriors. This basic infantry unit. The Nanman spears. Got the nice little bamboo spears. Our generic character. I don't see a weapon. And Daddy Meng. Was it Meng Huo? Meng Huo? I don't know. I'm just gonna call him Daddy Meng because I know I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it properly. Right. That's enough looking at units. We've only got melee units, so this is going to be basically a YOLO charge. In fact, I might just YOLO charge in this one and send the elephant steamrolling up this one, because last time they had the spearmen here, And the basic guys there. So we'll see where they stick the spearmen this time. When I was taking a look at this for my first time playing this, oh, they swapped it. Let's move you around there. Make sure the speed one's on. At least for now. Could have started in the middle, but yep. We're gonna abuse these elephants. Oh no, they're taking damage! Yeah, last time I moved my characters in first and they weren't taking damage. Yeah, ranged is a weakness of the elephants. Ugh, that's not good at all, not good at all, but it's good I learn these mistakes now. Go on, shoot the characters, shoot the characters.
Your general needs aid.
Send them into the spearmen. Right, so this hurt unit of elephants, I thought that was on. I must have put it on. Oh my word, we're down to 9, but look at the devastation! This half unit of elephants unleashes when done. Yeah, I really mucked up a bit there with those elephants, but live and learn, live and learn.
Look, the enemy run.
We'll stick over to the damaged one now. It's also highly possible that the elephants, when I was playing them earlier, were just so insanely powerful, and then there was the patch since I last played, so then maybe they got a debuff. Oh yeah, they're running! Oh no, if I've lost this elephant unit, that may be a restart. Oh no, we need to win this battle now. Oh! Oh! Okay, we mucked up severely. We have insanely mucked up. Yeah, because these elephants are going to get killed and that's the unit going to be gone. It's gonna. I'm gonna have to wait to the end to do a rematch. I think I'm gonna have to do a rematch because, yeah, I don't want to lose that unit. That unit is insane, and I'm not gonna use it just because I was being like overconfident and stupid with them. Oh no, wait, no, the last 3 got away. Oh no, they've still got a bit to go. We'll see what happens on the post-battle screens. Seriously, these 80 spearmen that are routing is stopping me from moving where I want to move. I demoralized myself there with that one. Right, did the elephants escape? Yeah, 3 of them. That should be enough. Damn, that's going to be a lot of replenishment. And they only got 62 kills. Yeah, I severely screwed the pooch on that one. Live and learn, no, live and learn. I made that mistake, so now you don't have to. In fact, I'll just give you a brief rundown of what happened in the last battle. When I did this the first time, as I was testing everything out, I came in this way again. I had split these guys into 2 units of 3 when I was planning to push 3 in each way. And I got up here, and I charged my 2 heroes into here, which is where their axemen were defending, and they had the spearmen here. Because I didn't want the characters charging headfirst into spearmen. And the heroes destroyed that unit and took the towers before I even got close, just as my elephants were getting here. So I thought, oh well, I'll be as well charging the elephants into spearmen and seeing how well they do. The unit turned around, the unit was full health, and I don't know again because if the unit was half dead or what, or they've been debuffed, but they just strolled right through there, basically nuked that unit, and then started having fun with the slingers back here. So I don't know again if it was because it was a full unit or they've been debuffed. What's left out? Oh, that unit there still is. Wait a minute. Oh well. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. You got your debuff? No, you don't. So come on. Let's finish this off. Kill these slingers. Yep, I know you're knocked off your horse. That was my fault. I charged head first into spearmen. But yeah, they charged. The elephants charged head first into spearmen. By the time they got all the way through the spearmen, they had lost nearly half their elephants. But they were full health when they did the charge, and the spearmen were just gone. You can see elephant there, elephant there, elephant, 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 elephant. They're easy to find. Elephant, elephant, elephant. Oh, this unit's back. It's not going to be back for long. Oh, can you only use it? Oh wait, engage in melee. Got to wait until he gets in there. Boom. That completely shattered that unit. Just need these guys to go now. Come on, speed things up. Okay, I'll take the tower. Boom. Seriously? Seriously? We do get a buff in woods, by the way, but they get a buff in woods too, so... This could take some time. Wait a minute, they got a... Wait, what?! Seriously? They got another full unit up there? Oh my word. Right. There we go. I'm not gonna go anywhere that tower can fire at me. I'm just gonna send them straight back on in here. Balance of power. I should have noticed that the balance of power was not completely 100% in my favor. I thought that was the last unit. I was like, seriously, just run. Which is why I wasn't trying to do anything fancy. Once again, this is the battle where I screw the pooch. 100% screw the pooch battle. Oh, they're just going to engage? Okay, they're just going to engage. Seriously, the slingers are beating... Not for long, they are. There we go. I wondered why it wasn't causing a chain route when I was routing that unit there and that unit... Anyway. I severely messed up this part. Oh wait, actually. Clear victory, let's see if that unit's gone. Decisive victory, my backside. I'm very used to this game telling me I got Pyrrhic victories and close victories when I did amazing and lost next to no men. Then when I screw the pooch, it says I get a decisive victory. Right, okay game. I suppose I'll find out next time if... Oh, my elephants, I've got to do the rematch now or after. 3 got away. Surely that's enough. Surely? You'll find out next time. Bye-bye. Bye.